So here is a valance, and I hope you will be inspired to try and make a valance, a simple valance for yourself. Okay. Hello, good morning. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful Always. Today I'm doing a little valance for my sister to go ahead with her sheet set that I made from this same fabric. I had to join it, so I joined it in the middle because there's a nice pattern that we want to the end, but I've used the front seam. If you look here, this is the front seam. So what I did, I kept the fabric on the right side and stitch it, and then I turn it to the left side and stitch it. And if you notice, it's very clean, you know, all the imperfections are hid inside. What I'm going to do next is to fold off the edge of the fabric, and this you do to both edges. And what I want to say to you, this is to help you to get your work neat. Your iron is your best friend. So what I did, I folded off ½ inch here, and I'm just going to crease it. Okay, and what I'm going to do again, I'm going to fold off 1 inch. Now when you use 1 inch to the sides, it's very professional. Okay, you can use just what you have. If you have less to work with, you can go down to that. But if you notice, the 1 inch here looks, sorry about that, I don't think you were seeing that, but if you notice here, as I said before, this I fold off just about ½ inch or less here to the side, and I fold it again, give it a 1 inch fold, and I press it. Okay, if you notice, it's very flat, and it will be easy to stitch. Okay, so you do this to both sides. I won't go to the machine just now. What I'll do, I'll finish creasing all the areas that I need to crease, and then I will go and stitch. Okay, so let me show you the next step. So I've actually folded the fabric in two. It's 178 inches long. So here it is. You can see that it is doubled, and I am working with 19 inches finish for the valance. Okay, so I actually, what measurement she gave me was 18 inches, but I told her if I can go a little longer, I will. So this is what I have here. I realized that I can fold off 4¼ inches. So I'm going to measure here. That's 4¼ Let me bring it back up here. It's a little deep there. That's 4¼ there, and 4¼ there, and 4¼ here. So what I'm going to do, I will be creasing. So this, your iron is your best friend. Get your work very neat. So I will continue doing that to the end. So there it is again, 4¼ right there, it's a quarter, and I'll press again straight to the end. After I finish doing that, the next step will be to fold ½ inch off the edge of it. So here is my ½ inch. You can fold it back onto itself, but if you're not so certain and you want to see what you're doing, you can fold it off to the front like that, and you crease right along. There it is until you are finished. So here it is, your crease. So for accuracy, 4¼ and then another ½ inch there to fold under when you're stitching. So after folding off the 4 inches, the next step is to fold off ½ inch of that. So here it is, you can fold it back onto itself. Here's the ½ inch, and I'm going to be creasing it. It's very important to use your iron. So I need the overhead light. Alright. So here I will be folding off 1/2 inch here, and I'll fold it back to me. You can fold it forward if you want it, and I am creasing it. Your iron is your best friend. So that's what I've done there, and I'll crease that right along. And after I do that, I will just fold over my rod pocket here. Okay, I want a center line to know where my rod is going. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'll do that straight to the end. So here it is. This 1/2 inch will be folded onto the edge, so that's where you're going to stitch. That's the 1/2 inch here. Okay, so that will fold under inside the stitch, and then this here is the line, and then this would be the rod pocket. This is the header, and this from here to here would be the rod pocket. So I am going to continue. I'm going to do the hemline and let you see. Okay, so from the hair I decided I want 19 inches to be the height of the valance, so that is where the 19 is. So what I'm doing there, I will just hold it. I've marked it off. All right, so I'm going to fold it and then measure a little measurement again to ensure that I have my 19 inches. And the next step is to crease. Always crease your work. Press your work. That is your guide, or your help guides you along. Okay, I just finished the pillowcase and I did it this way, and I didn't have to get up from around the machine. It is so neat. And the next step is to fold off 1/2 inch. As I said, you can fold a 1/2 inch forward. Okay, so if you want to see what you're doing, you can fold it like this, and you do that to the end. So here is the 1 inch allowance from here is the 1 inch allowance from here to here, which will be stitched out, and this is a 1/2 inch allowance that I will fold under on the wrong side. Okay, and stitch. So here is the 1 inch allowance, and the 1/2 inch is underneath. So what I'll do, I'll go stitch it and come back and let you have a look. So here it is. You can see it's neatly finished. Okay, the lines are straight. Here's the rod pocket. I don't know if you can see the lines now. It's very neat, and I will hang it, let you have a look at it. Another thing is that sometimes when we're finishing our curtains, at the edge here, you notice I have to put a little tuck. Sometimes when we're stitching here, the top piece here tends to want to go over here. The top piece tends to want to push away and come over here, and some people leave it like that. What I would advise you to do is to make a little tuck. If you see there, so a little tuck is just something like that. You can also use the easing method, which is a little bit more difficult. You have to be experienced to understand that, so I can't show you now, but just make a little tuck, and so everything is nicely aligned at the edge there. So thank you for watching again, and see you in the next video. And I hope the little tips that I gave you here will help to improve your work.